I kind of want to get something off my chest before I start this video. And I'm saying this purely because Iron Fist is involved. I know it's the popular thing to kind of hate on the Netflix show, but in all honesty, and I swear I'm being serious with you, I didn't think it was that bad. Huh. Okay, was expecting more of a reaction to that. Oh, for fuck's sake! Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and it's time for a new episode of Death Battle. We have Iron Fist versus Poe. I'm sorry, the matchup is just funny. So like I should say with all reaction videos, please click the link in the description below to go watch the actual episode itself before watching mine or anyone's reactions. Don't be a dick, support the official release. Okay, so how do I know these characters? Well, if you watch that beginning skit, you know I mostly know Iron Fist from the Netflix show. I think that says a lot. I mean, I've heard, like, other stuff about him, like, vaguely here and there. But I'm mostly familiar with Poe, just having watched the Kung Fu Panda movies. I only watched number 3 recently. Because, well, since Poe was coming into Death Battle, I realized, one, I cannot find my DVD of Kung Fu Panda 1 anywhere. So I just went and ordered a collection of all 3 of them and just marathoned them. Fantastic movies, by the way. So, yeah, I'm going into this more familiar with Poe. And honestly, I hear a bunch of stuff. Like, look, if I'm going to give Iron Fist anything, it's that he's way more experienced. He's a hell of a lot faster. Better trained. And he's got this other stuff going for him, but from things I've heard, I think Poe just has every other advantage. Yeah, I don't really know what else I can say. I mean, I do have one hope on Iron Fist's side, and it's just that... And it's that he's treated with respect in this. Like, I imagine he will be in Death Battle. It's just like... He's one of those comic characters that really did not get a good hand in terms of, like, media. So... But... I don't know where I was going with that, but... I want Poe to win, but I want Iron Fist to look cool at the same time. So... There we go. And, I'm gonna go ahead, shut up, put my headphones on, and hit play, because, unlike my last reaction, I don't want this one to go on for, like, nearly an hour. So, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. There we go.
Danny Rand, Marvel's immortal Iron Fist.
And Poe, the chosen Kung Fu Panda.
The way of Kung Fu can be full of hardship, but these two unlikely masters have shown that with the right training and determination, anyone can walk the path of the Dragon Warrior.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Yeah, that's a good introduction to this episode. Who would win a death battle? Oh, and I have seen the preview on the cast. Just throwing it out there.
10 years in the mountains of Tibet, the mystical lost city of Kunlun will appear, forever guarded by a legendary warrior, the Iron Fist.
I thought it was pronounced Kung Lung.
Iron Fist's former apprentices, Wendell Rand, thought I should really bring
Noah.
my wife and kid to visit the Kung Fu Super City. Best family vacation ever.
But not so naturally, Wendell's business partner tagged along, Harold Meacham, who, surprise, had less than noble intentions.
So,
Oh.
Wendell was sent off a cliff, and his son Danny won the tragic backstory lottery when his mom died protecting him from wolves.
Jesus.
Never trust the Herald, folks.
Danny survived and was adopted by the people of Kunlun. Within the city's walls, he spent his formative years tirelessly training in pursuit of revenge.
He's mastered judo, Muay Thai, Aikido, pressure points, pretty much every
Oh!
style around.
He does have pressure points.
Weird habit of shouting, "Heart of the Dragon," whenever he's surprised. Oh, you know
Okay.
that guy's got at least like 6 silk dragon shirts in his closet.
That would be interesting foreshadowing. For when Danny turned 19, he had the chance to become the next Iron Fist.
I want him to use
But he
it,
had
the
to
pressure
overcome
points on
what?
Poe, and Poe just to laugh, like,
The mortal
getting
dragon,
tickled.
Shu Lao.
And like a badass, Danny walked up to Shu Lao's front door. Then, get this, bear hugged the dragon until it fell unconscious, netting Danny a sweet chest tattoo and the chance to plunge his hands deep into the dragon.
Boomstick.
What? I was gonna say the creepy cauldron holding its heart. What are you thinking?
This act infused Shu Lao's chi with Danny's, making him the newest. the
So I'm not
first
talking a whole
Iron
lot, I'm
Fist.
just, like,
With his
curious.
newfound power, Iron Fist did what any vengeful orphan would.
Oh, he knows drunken style, okay.
Track down the bastard who killed his parents.
However, when he found Harold, all the
Runs
Iron
a soup
Fist
kitchen
saw
for kids.
was a
Oh,
broken
that's
man.
cool.
So he spared him, casting aside his past anguish to become a hero.
Oh, great. Another lesson about how revenge is bad and all that crap. Wiz, when I find those chickens that did in my grandpappy, make sure I finish the job.
I'll put it on my calendar. Thanks to his friend Luke Cage, Iron Fist was able
Boomstick's
to connect
backstory
with
is
the
weird.
world and co-found a team, the Heroes for Hire.
And when he wasn't superheroing, Iron Fist was actually a pretty good dude who used his money to start a soup kitchen.
Dude, that is awesome.
He's yet another superhero who is secretly a billionaire by inheritance.
Together,
Yeah,
the
I
Heroes
remember
for Hire
that.
fought many villains, like Incinerator, Master Khan, and the White Man.
Hell yeah, down with the
I've
established-
never heard of any of these
No, I
people.
mean he fought a mob boss actually named White Man.
Well, Whitey better watch out, because Iron Fist isn't just a fancy title. Danny can harden his fist on impact, hypnotize his foes, accelerate his healing, make close-range Kamehameha kabooms, and even a giant energy dragon.
Oh,
Get it?
Many of these chi powers were learned through the aptly named Book of the Iron Fist, a relic that has been held by every past Iron Fist. It even lets Danny open portals across dimensions back to Kunlun.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
cool, but why does he wear
That
fancy
will
slippers?
come in handy.
Those dance shoes don't exactly strike fear into the enemy, you know?
They're Tai Chi's shoes, pretty standard. Anyway, Iron Fist can absorb not just chi, but all manner of naturally occurring power, like electromagnetism.
Oh, so that's why he wears the slippers.
Danny can react in a microsecond, punch apart a hammer helicarrier, and has delivered strikes comparable to hydrogen bombs. And being the Iron Fist, he is also one of the most martially skilled heroes in all of Marvel.
This guy can go toe-to-toe.
Yeah,
with
so
Boy
I've,
Scout super soldiers like Captain
so I've
America
heard.
And the friendly neighborhood light-dodging Spider-Man. He even defeated the evil demon Mara.
Oh,
Not the
God.
ball demon. I'm talking about the bull demon.
And after absorbing enough electromagnetic energy, he punched
Of all
through
possible
a
Persona
strong
references,
explosion
Jesus.
That had enough force to, and I quote, make Hiroshima look like a sparkler.
Not so sensitive analogy aside, it's clear Iron Fist, glove, closed hand has some serious power. What
Dude,
the
shout out
heck
to the
is
editors for
of
this.
all the people of
for these
Kunlun
analysis.
to become this rad kung fu skeleton man?
What
Watch
the
out, he's got a
fuck?
bone to pick with crime.
All to fight an eldritch Terminator called the One, who Danny had previously defeated.
Wish you really need to work on words better. Anyway, after Iron Fist threw the nameless robot off a cliff, it found Daddy Wendy himself and decided, hey, I should really take this guy's head and plop it onto my body. What the f? Who wrote this?
What
Schrodinger's dad aside, Iron
fuck?
Fist is one of the deadliest Marvel heroes out there. No matter the challenge, he will always be there to keep the balance between Kunlun and the outside world.
I earned the Iron Fist, and no one can take that from me. Not even you.
I also noticed they didn't use a single second of footage from the Netflix series.
Legend tells of a
I
dragon
mean,
warrior so skilled and deadly in martial arts that his
Anyway,
life would go
Poe!
from overexposure to pure awesomeness. A fighter of unrivaled power, wisdom, and rotundity.
This is Zhao Po Ping, a panda born in the Valley of Peace.
Did not know that was his full name.
This valley only knew, well, peace.
But everything changed when Gary opened the Peacock and his army attacked.
Lord Shen received a prophecy saying his conquest would be stopped by a warrior of black and white, a panda.
So, in a fit of paranoia, Shen decided to genocide every panda in existence, forcing Poe's mom to part with her baby as he
Thus
poses
sealing
away
his
in a lettuce
fate.
box. Jeez, we got real dark with the sequel, huh?
After some
Yeah.
obligatory trauma, Poe was taken in by a literal Father Goose named Pink.
With his expert guidance, Poe trained day and night to be a waiter at a noodle restaurant. Not the hardline warrior life I was expecting.
It was Poe's dream to be a martial artist. He idolized all things kung fu, going so far as to make action figures of his heroes, the Furious Five. However, he never expected to have the chance to actually explore that dream until the day of the Dragon Ceremony, where Master Oogway would select a chosen one to lead a new era of kung fu as the Dragon Warrior.
This movie is so goddamn good.
Master Oogway chose him.
Seriously, if you haven't watched it yet, you're missing out.
Boomstick. Despite some setbacks, Poe was actually quite gifted. He just needed the right motivation. A carrot on a
Oh
stick.
god, I love that training he does with Shifu.
Next to the Furious Five, Poe experienced the classic Shaolin animal styles, which are actual practice martial arts. Tiger style uses ferocious combos. Monkey style has unpredictable acrobatics. Mantis style uses fast strikes. Viper style implements fluid movement.
Wait, these are actual things?
It's all about sweeping hits.
I never knew that!
So he made his own.
Holy fuck!
Which is
Hey.
sort of inspired by the real-world dragon style, but most
Dude, well fucking done, the team behind Kung Fu Panda.
Wearing down enemies until he gets an opening.
His body can stop just about anything. Walls, pressure point attacks.
Ah, the wishy finger hold.
To the face. When he isn't overwhelming you with his pure fatness, Poe can launch a Hadouken with the thundering windhammer. Immobilize foes with the paralyzing.
Oh, is that stuff from the TV shows? I've never watched them.
Oh god, it's like looking into the sun.
But you have to be careful or you could blind yourself with it.
What? Why wasn't that at the beginning of the instructions? I never saw Poe do this in the movies.
Poe has been in much more than movies, like TV shows, where he picked up a lot of new powers, such as the hero's chi, a life force passed on to a chosen every generation.
This shonen power-up lets Poe counter
Shonen
mind control,
power.
shoot beams of energy, and make a giant dragon construct that devours pretty much anything.
And of course, possessing the hero's chi makes Poe comparable to the previous owners of it.
Including the Black Tortoise, who was powerful enough to stop this huge meteor from hitting Earth.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Who would absorb the collective chi of the greatest fighters across China.
Poe's achievements gave him the admiration of his peers, but his journey to becoming a legend wasn't easy.
Yeah, big shocker.
No, it was not.
Panda Dragon Warrior, raised by a goose in a noodle shop, had a bit of an identity crisis. But through it all, Poe proved he can hang with the best of them.
He can evade lightning blast, chuck a hammer into low orbit, and once cleared an entire cloud formation with just the flex of his pinky.
This is his signature technique, the Wuxi Finger Hold, a move that warps anyone caught in it to the spirit realm.
AKA the afterlife. No, really, characters who have canonically died can be found here. And even
Just like
being
Oogway.
unable to complete the hold, he can always use it on himself to bring his target to the spirit realm.
That was really freaking clever.
Despite the spirit realm being the afterlife and all that, death isn't always permanent. I mean, thanks to Poe's chi mastery, he can travel back home no problem.
And eventually, he
Iron Fist can do that too, though. That's the thing.
found his inner peace. In this state of mind,
Oh god, that inner
immense
peace scene
amount
was
of
so
focus,
freaking good.
enough to catch cannonballs.
A trick that proved handy when it came time to defeat that asshole Gary Oldman who killed his mom.
I love how they're just calling him Gary Oldman.
Poe.
Poe now stands ready to teach the next generation, alongside his original father, who apparently survived, head and all.
What a nice ending.
After mastering chi, returning from the spirit realm, and saving all of China, Poe has finally realized who he truly is.
I am the Dragon Warrior. Get it? See the giant dragon?
Okay, that was a perfect way to end his analysis. Okay, so after all of that, oh boy, yeah, I still want to go with Poe. Because I read in the sidebar the Iron Fist survived like I think it was 150 megaton explosion that he caused, which sounds really freaking good. But they brought up Poe being comparable to other, like, masters, including this turtle who blocked, like, this meteor. They didn't really go into that. I feel like they're going to be saving that until, like, afterwards. So, yeah, I would love it if there is a scene where Poe does, like, send them both to the spirit world. And, yeah, there is a whole thing, like, Danny could easily escape it, or Or maybe he just does the whooshy finger hold and then sends him there and thinks he's won, but then he comes back and they keep fighting. Like, those would be cool. Yeah, I think I'm mostly just gonna go with Poe because of I feel like they're saving bigger stuff. So, yeah. Wow, compared to my last video, last reaction, this feels like... Oh boy. Anyway, time to shut up and resume. And play. Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Sorry, I'm just laughing at, like, Kung Fu Panda clips.
Wow! That was
By the way, Austin Lee Matthews, you are fan-fucking-tastic as Poe. Like, it sounds so much like Jack Black. Well done, sir.
no way! Me too! Do you want to spar?
With you? Alright, buddy.
Oh, this is...
Tell me what you got.
Oh yeah, they're the best.
It's weird that this is a wholesome startup and knowing one of them is gonna kill the other.
Dragon strike!
And from here on, 100% blind. Oh, hypnosis. Ooh.
Focus. Focus.
He pitches a... Oh, that's a nice reference.
You can use chi too? Interesting.
God damn it, Poe. Oh, he's falling down the stairs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ooh.
How about we both stop holding back?
Totally.
Ooh, in the face. He freaking eats it.
Oh, that tickles! Kind of like this.
What are you doing?
Oh boy.
Oh, you know this hold.
No?
Okay.
Oh, well, you're about to learn it.
Okay, that's funnier than the scene I would have wanted. Oh, Spirit Realm time. This is gonna get freaky.
Nice view, huh? Golden Lotus Back. Oh. Yeah.
Feel the power of chi!
Jesus. Oh, this is really freaking cool.
Heart the dragon. Still fighting. Spirit of the dragon.
They referenced it. Oh boy. Dude, the visual of like the dragons going at each other is really cool. He's still picturing a dumpling. Poe wins?
That was so cool! Wait till Master Shifu hears about this.
Here's about this. Hey, Poe won!
Oh, I did not see that coming. I guess Poe got his fill of iron, am I right? You sure the Panda winning wasn't some fluke accident, though?
There are no accidents, Boomstick. But due to his credit,
I like how they
Iron Fist
go back to that
did help
line.
him hold out for a time.
Yeah, Poe could evade lightning, while Danny could move in a microsecond and hang with light timers.
And while Poe was very skilled, his experience didn't quite stack up to Danny's, who has been training all his life.
And that's about where this chubby panda starts taking all the wins. Poe's mastery of chi could counter Danny's hypnosis, and his fat belly stopped any pressure point shenanigans. In fact, anything Iron Fist could dish out, Poe could bounce back from. Sometimes literally.
Iron Fist punches have been compared to hydrogen bombs, which sometimes cap at 50 megatons.
The
However,
meteor?
when compared to the not tactfully described exploding train, he could have around 10,000 times the power of the Little Boy bomb.
Putting Iron Fist's maximum potential at 150 megatons.
Right.
Really powerful.
Okay, I remember the number correctly.
Poe could clear away this giant cloud formation with just his whooshy fingerhold, a technique he mastered before he even knew chi existed. With chi, Poe and other fighters like him have done far more insane feats.
Like the Black Tortoise in that extinction level.
There it is.
It would require, just a little over 600,000.
Jesus
power
Christ.
sensitivity punch.
At first glance, Iron Fist's incredible speed and skill might make this result seem far-fetched, but look at it this way. Poe's entire style is about taking hits from faster opponents until he gets his opening, making this the exact kind of match he would excel in.
Not to mention, Poe's whooshy
Very fair.
was an instant win, right?
Well, kind of. As long as Danny had the Book of the Iron Fist, he could theoretically make a portal out
That's
of
the thing, yeah.
assuming Poe didn't eat him first.
And remember, after coming to terms with his conflicting emotions and returning from the spirit realm, Poe had gained true mindfulness.
Not unlike the path to enlightenment taken to achieve nirvana.
Man, that's some heavy stuff for a cartoon bear voiced by Jack Black.
I know, right?
It implies Poe can move between the mortal realm and the afterlife at will, making it questionable if death by
Yeah,
conventional means
Kung Fu Panda is weird.
as crazy as it sounds.
And anyway, against Poe's overwhelming toughness, counters, and power, Iron Fist wasn't
Power.
putting him down in the first place. He just didn't have the stomach to bear it.
The winner is Poe.
Congrats, Poe. I'm glad you won.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see previews of our upcoming matchups.
All right, Chad, what's
You
next?
can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some DB merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Oh, it's Steven versus Star. Okay. Okay, well, that was a really fun episode. Sorry if I wasn't talking, like, a whole lot, throughout that. Like, with Iron Fist, I mostly just wanted to learn, like, okay, so what's he actually about? And, you know what, I like how they, did his analysis. And, oh my god, like, I'm sorry, that fight was just really freaking funny. Like, just, you know, when this was announced, I had, like, this idea of Poe winning via the whooshy finger hold, but, yeah, finding out that it wouldn't work and all that stuff, so there goes that idea. But, honestly, the scene they did was really funny. Also, just, like, some of the other callbacks, like, Poe trying to focus by picturing his objective as food, or, like, him falling down the stairs and just fanboying the whole time while fighting Iron Fist. Like, my god, and... boy, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I enjoyed this episode, a lot. And that next time, Steven Universe versus Star Butterfly. I am not familiar with these two in the slightest. Like, I haven't watched either show. I know of them, because I've heard this matchup requested a lot, and it's, like, quite a few people's most wanted, so, you know, happy for the people who are finally getting it. It's a good feeling. But, yeah, I mean, I've heard some stuff about, like, how powerful they are. Like, I don't know, might have some, like, looking into it to do. I'm not sure, but, and hey, more Western animated characters that getting into Death Battle. That's really good. We got our first animated movie character, now getting more Western animated stuff. So, man, this season's been including a lot of new stuff. I really like it. Steven vs. Star, this is important. That is the penultimate episode for this first half of the season. After whatever is after that, we're going to be going on a mid-season hiatus, just like last year. So, might have to try and think of some stuff to do during that. But, I mean, I've got some ideas around, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching, all of that stuff, and you know what? I just realized it's super appropriate that, there's all that, like, dragon stuff with these combatants, and they punch a lot. And conveniently, next in the cycle is my Yang outro. Bye.
Thanks for watching You're Only Made on YouTube. You rock! Thanks for watching!